Hi YouTube, it's Joe from South East London here. Sorry I've not done a video in the last few days. I've been quite busy and I've actually been visiting some family. We had a christening, became a godparent for the first time in Ipswich, and yeah, that was over the weekend. And then on the Monday we took a bit of time to travel out to a place called Woodbridge. It's quite a nice little area. And just had a look in some of the charity shops, picked up a few little bits and pieces, which I'll show you now. Also sold a few things, and so, yeah, I'll just get straight into it. Picked up this Kaplunk, that was 50p. Sadly, it's missing a couple of the sort of the straws that go across, but to be honest with you, it won't make too much difference. So yeah, should do all right on that. Maybe about, it's been selling those games for about £9 by themselves, or bundling them up, so yeah. Countdown. This was a pound. It's not a particularly good seller. It's just a DVD and some pencils and a pad inside. But yeah, for a pound, they're going for about £7-8, so not really, hardly any money in that. But okay, this was a shame. This is Knockout MB Games. This is about a £20-25 game, but sadly, it was actually taped up and it had the word checked on it. But it turns out it was actually missing this main part, this rammer hammer. So yeah, it's not ideal. I might be able to sell it for spares and parts because it's still quite a valuable game, but slightly irritating, especially as it had that sort of checked sign on it. Haven't bought many of these in the past, but this one was brand new inside. It's never been used. These Inspector McClue's Murder Mystery Parties, that was a pound. They seem to go for about £10, give or take, so that wasn't a bad pickup. My father-in-law had picked this up for me a couple of days ago. He'd seen it. It's a game I'd not seen before, but it actually seems to do reasonably well. He paid £1 for it. It's just sort of like a quiz question. You sort of gamble your money up on different questions you think you can know the answer to. So that was a pound, and those go for about £10, 10, 15 quid actually, some of them. Again, these are something I've not really bothered with that much in the past, these race night things and first past the post stuff, but I've seen a few people been picking them up and doing reasonably well with them. So that was £1.50 and £1, so I'll just do those two as a pair and see how I get on with them. But yeah, something I've not really had much of in the past. Oops, stuff sliding around. This was a, yeah, Simpsons Road Rage, that was a pound, reasonable game. Age of Empires 3, the big box, the completed version. It's got all the expansions in there. That's £1.50 as well. My wife picked this up. This is a really high end. It's it was, what was it? Yeah, £10, but it's the Kooples. These things are like £95. These shirts, brand new, sort of in that sort of margin. So yeah, I'll try and list about 35-40 quid. See how I get on with that sort of a denim shirt. This thing was bizarre. This was £3. I tried to Google it, tried to search it, but couldn't find anything about it. It's Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. It's a play theatre. If I open it up, it's basically got all these sort of figures and these instructions. It's got the tape in there. You basically make the scene up and you sort of play the tape and you sort of act it out. Couldn't find any on the internet. We'll have to have another look again properly. But yeah, £3. I thought I'd take a total punt on that, but it's got a bit of age to it. It's pretty random, and being Joseph and being official, I thought I'd give that a go. So I'll let you know how I get on with that one. Easy money, as the name states. Yeah, that is easy money. This is about a £15 game, and paid a couple of quid for that, and it's all there in really good condition. And then the last board game I picked up was the Snowman game. I left this initially because I didn't even see it, and then just as I was leaving I saw it, but I'd already paid for stuff, so I left, and there was really poor reception on my phone, so I had to walk up the road, and as we were going to the next shop I googled this, and it seems to do really well. It's like a sort of a £20-25 game, and that was £3. So yeah, it's from 1987 I believe, and it's got some sort of snowmen characters in there. So yeah, that was great, and that's all complete. I checked that. Couple of pairs of jeans, obviously. Yeah, it's harder to find clothes and trainers and stuff like that in these charity shops, but it was still alright. I picked up a pair of Wrangler Texas Stretch, and these are 38-inch waist. I find that with Wranglers, sometimes the really big waisted ones tend to do pretty well, so that was really good condition. It was funny, it had a label on it saying "as seen," and I was like, what on earth, what's wrong if I missed something, this "as seen" label? And it was because, I don't know which side it is. Yeah, I think it was basically because of this. They put "as seen" because it had that little bit of wear down the bottom there, so that was quite strange that they'd gone to the hassle of saying "as seen" just for that tiny thing. I thought I was missing something glaringly obvious, but no. So they were £5, and they should do about 20 quid. And then really nice pair of diesel jeans. I think Zatini 88Z. 88Z is quite a common sort of colour that you see, style that you see, and Zatini are a really great pickup. They're basically a boot cut, but they're not too severe. They're quite a subtle boot cut, and they're really popular. And as you can see from the label, these have basically never been worn. and they were £12.50, which is a lot of money, but again, a pair of jeans which go for 45, 50 quid. And I don't just buy any diesels, which I saw, because the same shop had a pair of diesels called Ron Hare, I don't know how you pronounce it, but yeah, and they were £9.50, but they're a pair of women's jeans, and they just don't sell for the same sort of money. So yeah, I don't grab every pair of diesel jeans I see. You still got to be a bit selective with them. In terms of sales, I mean, I've posted loads of stuff today, but then just this evening I sold a couple of things. I picked up these Batman comics a little while ago, and they were 3 for £1, and I've sold those for 18 quid. And then Monogamy sells really easily. That was 17 quid with free postage. Really, slightly annoyingly, I had a guy messaged me. I'd sold him this N64 bundle, 130 quid, posted it to him, he got it. I got a message saying it wasn't he said he couldn't work it, and I said, well, that's strange, because I tested them all. Turns out he was trying to hook it up to a projector, and it's like the inputs that he had just weren't working with the projector, and so on and so forth. So he wanted to return it, but he opened a case saying item not as described, which is irritating. So I got it back, plugged it in soon to my TV. As soon as I got it home, worked perfectly. So I don't know what he's trying to pull, or I don't know what he's done there, but I'm not going to return his postage obviously on it. He's paid for that, and he sent it parcel force, so it probably cost him about a tenner at least. So, well, maybe more even. So yeah, that's his problem. But yeah, really irritating when you get, if someone just says, I've got to return this, I've changed my mind, you can't do anything about it. When they try and they name a fault or something and it's clearly not there, slightly irritating. But yeah, just one of those things. So I'll relist that and it will sell again. I think 7-8 watches by the time I did sell it, so that's totally fine. I also sold another N64 bundle, the one which I showed you last video that I paid 65 quid for off Gumtree. I sold that for 130 quid. So yeah, that was a great sale as well. I finally got round to listing all those jeans. I did that this morning, yesterday morning. Had 30 pairs of jeans, so they've all been listed, which is really great. And just wanted to let you guys know, I mean, for me, I'm trying to stay on top of everything that I'm doing, but my life's just got extremely busy. I think I said in the last video I run the London Marathon, but my job's changed slightly at work. I've taken on a bit more responsibility there, which comes with a little bit of extra money, which is a bonus, but just really busy. I work nights. I work till 10 o'clock on 2 nights and 8 o'clock on another night. And now I've just crazily volunteered for working for a night shelter. There's a group of sort of churches and charities in the area I live, and they put a night shelter on, a winter night shelter on. Different venues host on a different night of the week, and my wife and I are working the Wednesday night shelter, and it means we stay over at the centre who are hosting it. So yeah, it's going to be great to be part of that, and what a great organisation and great sort of community effort to try and house homeless people over the winter months. But yeah, it's going to be tiring, but you know, I don't know. Try and keep on top of stuff, but try and enjoy life and try and serve other people. Why the hell not? You know, what a great opportunity. And you know, one thing to look forward to. I booked a holiday to Cuba last week, so that's something good. Got a holiday to Cuba coming up. Got a holiday Sharm el Sheikh, going to Poland for a week. You know, it can't be bad that eBay pays for all that and all the bills and all the rest of it. So yeah, there we go. Hope everyone's having a good week. Good luck with all your sales. Yeah, and I'll speak soon. Cheers guys, bye.